Welcome to my channel. We spend a lot of time thinking about our skills, our goals, our dreams, but what about the foundation that all of that is built on? What about our character? It's the core of who we are, the compass that guides us. It's about the values we embrace, the choices we make when no one is watching. It's about integrity, about courage, about compassion. Understanding character, both our own and that of others, is a journey of self-discovery and connection. It's about recognizing the different ways people move through the world, the values they prioritize, and the impact they have on those around them. It's about recognizing the inherent worthiness in ourselves and others, even when faced with imperfection. In this week class, we're going to dive deep into the different character types, their strengths, their potential pitfalls, and how recognizing these patterns can be a catalyst for personal growth and more meaningful relationships. Because when we understand character, when we embrace the messy complexity of it all, we unlock a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Let's start with the archetype of the virtuous character. This is someone who leads with integrity as their guiding principle. They are deeply rooted in their values like honesty, fairness, and kindness. These aren't just words to them. They are the very principles they measure their lives against. Think about leaders who inspire trust and respect, who advocate for those who need a voice, who always strive to do what's right, and even when it's difficult. These individuals often embody a virtuous character. They understand that true leadership isn't about power, it's about service. It's about using their influence to uplift others and create a more just and equitable world. But here's the thing about virtue. It's not about perfection, it's about striving, about recognizing that we are all works in progress. It's about falling down and having the courage to get back up, to learn from our mistakes, and to commit to doing better next time. Because living a life of integrity means embracing our humanity, flaws and all. Life is hard. It throws curveballs, it tests our limits, it pushes us to the edge. And it's in those moments of adversity that resilient character shines through. These are the individuals who face challenges head-on, who refuse to be defined by their setbacks. Resilience isn't about being stoic or emotionless. It's about allowing ourselves to feel the weight of our experiences, to acknowledge the pain, the grief, the disappointment. But it's also about refusing to let those emotions consume us. It's about finding the strength to rise above, to learn from our struggles, and to emerge stronger on the other side. Think about the athlete who experiences a career-ending injury but finds a new purpose in coaching. Think about the entrepreneur who faces bankruptcy but rebuilds their dream from the ground up. Resilient characters teach us that setbacks are not the end of the story. They are opportunities for growth, for reinvention, for discovering a depth of strength we never knew we possessed. We live in a world that often feels increasingly divided, a world that can feel isolating and disconnected. That's why empathetic character is more important than ever. Empathy is about the ability to step outside of ourselves and truly see the world through someone else's eyes, to feel what they feel, to understand their experiences, even if they are vastly different from our own. Empathetic leaders cultivate connection and understanding. They listen with their whole hearts, creating a space for vulnerability and authenticity. They lead with compassion, recognizing that everyone is fighting their own battles, carrying their own burdens. But empathy isn't just about understanding others' emotions. It's about allowing those emotions to inform our actions. It's about using our understanding to build bridges, to foster inclusivity, and to create a world where everyone feels seen, heard, and valued. The world is messy and complex. There are rarely easy answers, and the path forward isn't always clear. That's where pragmatic character comes into play. Pragmatic individuals are grounded in reality. They are problem solvers, able to assess situations objectively, weigh potential outcomes, and make decisions based on logic and reason. But pragmatism isn't about abandoning our values in pursuit of efficiency. It's about finding a way to navigate the complexities of life while remaining true to our principles. It's about making tough choices, sometimes compromising, but always striving to create the best possible outcome for everyone involved. Think about the mediator who helps two parties find common ground, the doctor who balances medical expertise with compassionate care, or the activist who strategically navigates systems of power to advocate for social change. Pragmatic characters remind us that we can be both idealistic and realistic, that we can hold on to our values while also adapting to the ever-changing realities of the world around us. Here's the hard truth. We all have flaws. We all make mistakes. We all have moments where we fall short of our own expectations. And that's okay. It's part of being human. Flawed character isn't about condemning those who stumble. It's about recognizing that none of us are immune to making bad choices. The danger of flawed character arises when we refuse to acknowledge our shortcomings, when we become defensive, blame others, or justify our actions instead of taking responsibility for the impact of our behavior. It's in those moments that our flaws can become toxic, causing harm to ourselves and those around us. But here's the beautiful thing about recognizing our flaws. It's the first step towards growth. When we can approach our imperfections with honesty and a willingness to learn, we open ourselves up to the possibility of transformation. We can begin to understand the root of our behavior, to develop healthier coping mechanisms, and to make amends for the harm we've caused. Character. It's not a fixed point, but rather an ongoing journey of self-discovery, of growth, of embracing our imperfections while striving to be better. It's about recognizing that we are all a mix of strengths and weaknesses, and it's in that beautiful messiness that we find our humanity. As we conclude this exploration of character, remember this: you are not defined by your mistakes. You are not defined by your past. You have the power to choose who you want to be in this world. Embrace your strengths, acknowledge your weaknesses, and never stop learning and growing. Because when we invest in our character, when we strive to live with integrity, resilience, empathy, and a willingness to learn from our flaws, we don't just improve our own lives, we contribute to a world that is more compassionate, just, and whole. Remember to share and like. If you have any questions, kindly send comments to Prof. Olorunlana. Until next class, bye for now.